Hello, I'm Stu. Welcome to Grind My Gears, which is also just an off-topic episode of what really pisses me off for a scare view. So, you're driving and then there's this bike and a bike comes along and cuts in. It's just like you have to move out of the way and you can cause yourself crashing into another car or colliding into that car. Those bikes shouldn't be on the road. They're a danger to traffic. They cause problems. They should be on the footpath, which is more safer for them. But it just really pisses me off how they're allowed to be on the road, and if you're on the footpath, you ride your bike on the footpath, you get a fine from the and then you got these four-wheel drives which just get right up your backside when you're driving, and then at night time they have these really insanely bright headlights which can cause you to be dazzled, so like they're on high beam when they're not, but they're just stupidly bright. Another thing that grinds my gears is when you're in a shopping centre and you're trying to look for something, and then there's these people standing in the aisle and just talking away and not moving, and you have to ask them to move and say excuse me, and then when you do that they get all frightened and shocked, and it's like yeah, you're in the middle of the way. I'm trying to find what I'm looking for, and you're just doing nothing, and yet you're acting like you're all scared. And I've just like killed somebody because I simply said excuse me. And if you're walking down in just a normal street in the city of Melbourne, you have to constantly move out of the way for people because you might bump into them. They don't move out of the way for you. You have to move out of the way for them. Yeah, another thing, you go to a movie theatre and you want to watch a really good movie. Like, I went and saw the opening of The Force Awakens last year, and it was a great film. But what really pissed me off with that and grinds my gears was there was this bozo to the left of me, just got out his mobile phone and started using it, and the screen gets quite distracting in your peripheral vision, but it's also rude. You go to a movie to watch a movie, not to sit on Facebook and use your phone or text your girlfriend saying, oh, I love you so much, I love you so much, oh babe, this is a great film, I love you so much. Yeah, yes, it is a great film if you would just turn your phone off and pay attention to it. Oh, and another thing that really grinds my gears is when you're in the city of Melbourne and you need to go to the bathroom and you're busting, but there's no public toilets around, so you have to go to like a cafe or a restaurant or a McDonald's and ask them to use the bathroom just so you can go and do your business. Like, I'm in the bathroom now, but I'm not doing my business. Maybe it is business talking about this episode, which really grinds my gears. But yeah, and another thing is or you say something and it's more likely to offend somebody, and it's correct to say, oh no, that's stupid, or no, that offends me, when it's something that you're really passionate about. Oh no, don't say that. That's offensive. Or that's being negative, you know. So yeah, and it just like really grinds my gears. It's really annoying. Oh, and another thing is, this also tops on the topic of the obsession of people's mobile phones, which, look, I got one here. You see, I'm using it, but no, I'm not. I'm putting it back in my pocket. It's where you go to a shopping centre and everyone's just on their phones constantly. So like they're mindless zombies. Their phones are obsessed. They're obsessed with looking at their little smartphone devices. They can't get away from it for a couple of minutes and just enjoy the world as it is, a nice take into the environment and be aware of their surroundings. But no, they have to stare at their phone, and if you bump into them and their phone shatters, they get all freaked out, like they've just lost a loved one or something, like they're just something just really horrible has happened to them. Like, dude, it's just a phone. It's not the end of the world, you know. Yeah, and another thing this relates to the cosplay community, which is not true in Australia, but it's apparently occurring in other parts of the world, is where you can get get charged for copyright for just cosplaying your favourite character. I mean, it's cosplay. We're paying tribute to someone we love. It's like it's the greatest song in the world, which is a tribute. Yeah, that's the greatest song in the world, right? Alright, I'm done. I'll see you later. Bye.